read people's blogs. I deal in facts, and I think we all need to do more of that. I told the reporter I didn't know exactly what they were talking about. He was confused. I was confused. I said, I don't know anything about a meeting on October 27th. He did reach out to the State Department, and the State Department, I really appreciate them because, again, as we said, Mr. Devine, there's no perfect organization, did submit a letter to us on December the 7th. And I'm just going to read the first sentence. And I appreciate that report. I don't remember who you were. But it says, Dr. Witherspoon, Ms. Harris, Ms. Matthew Hazel, unfortunately, the December 6th letter included the wrong date for the auditor. So I'm going to ask my colleague that went out publicly and misspoke as it relates to myself and the superintendent of having knowledge and having a meeting on October the 27th, which was not correct. Just like you put it out there, the wrong information, put the right information out there. Let's not mislead the public. Let's be fair to everybody. Let's be fair to each other. I was blindsided. Just like the call was made to the reporter, it could have been made to the chair. I had no clue. When this young man called me, he said, Ms. Harris, I'm confused. I said, I'm confused too because I don't know anything about a meeting on October the 27th. And I think someone earlier tonight spoke to that because they'd heard that. That was false information put out in the public on social media. And a lot of people are upset about it because I've spent a lot of time explaining to constituents when we should be here with the baby on the table and talking about how we're going to move them to the next level. I've had to spend countless hours clarifying misinformation that we are putting out to the public. So I wanted to be clear and documented in the minutes, wherever we need to do. There was no October 27th meeting or report given. And I have the letter. Dr. Wilson, I'd like for this letter to be placed on our website because what I've learned, it's sad that Richland One has to always defend when we're just doing right. Is it hard to believe that there are honest people at this table? Is it hard to believe that we want to do right by all children? Well, I'm sorry, you're not going to get anything other than folk that genuinely care about the children. And we are here doing our job with passion and heart because those babies that came before us tonight, they matter. They deserve the best sitting here advocating for them. These children have opportunities they never had. But let's do each other fair as a board and put right information out. Because if the intentions are right, when it was corrected, it would have been corrected. But it wasn't. To good, honest people. So I want to add that to my colleagues, and I'm asking, correct it with the same passion that it was put out there falsely. That's all I say. Okay, Commissioner Lomanak.
Thank you. What I posted on my blog, I stand by, and the initial letter that we got said that the October 27th report was provided on October 27th. Within, I think, 15 minutes of us getting the email from Dr. Witherspoon with the December 7th letter from the State Department clarifying their error, I took a screenshot of that letter and posted it on social media to ensure that it got out there literally within 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes of me getting it. And I think it was like 8 o'clock at night or something. And I got it out there as quickly as I could. That still doesn't change the fact that I felt blindsided that we learned that in August or September, the district was told that we were going to be audited and the board wasn't told for months. And then the district and the chairwoman get the report on November 21st. We have a board meeting on November 22nd. We're not told. We're not told on the 23rd. We're not told on the 24th. We aren't informed that we're being audited at all. And then we weren't informed of the draft report. That's insane to me. No nonprofit and no board of a nonprofit or a business would sit by while the CEO and the chairperson didn't inform them that they were literally in the middle of being audited and that there was a draft report. So I absolutely believe we should have been notified. We are notified when the wind gets too gusty. We're notified when a bus has a fender bender in a parking lot. We're notified of all of these things, and to withhold the fact that the State Department is auditing us, I think was too much. And I think every board member should have been notified of that as quickly as possible, because we are always notified of good news. Back in the spring, we weren't told for 2 weeks about a meeting with the State Department, but within 12 hours of receiving the letter that we weren't being placed on fiscal watch, then we get it. And that's the pattern, is the negative news seems to be pushed aside, and the board should have been notified of that audit. Thank you.
Commissioner Lomanat, when the State Department first came in, and Ms. Matthew Hazel and others did that presentation, it was stated to this board, and my colleagues, you can attest to this, everybody knew that there was going to be a follow-up in the fall. That was stated to us. When they came in, as you've heard Ms. Matthew Hazel say, they were in and they were out. They would come and get documents, they would go back. Okay, that didn't come to me formally to say, oh, we're being audited. They were asking for documents at that time to review. So as information was given to me, I shared it with the board. But again, the statement that you posted was not a screenshot. The statement that you posted was a full blog, as you called it, calling out the chair and the superintendent and who needs to step down and all this other stuff. Just like you typed it, I don't want a screenshot. I want you to say, I have the letter. Here it is. It was a mistake. Nothing against the State Department. They're human. But I have constituents and community folk out here that have been calling me, asking me what information was given on the 27th that you didn't give to the rest of the board. Just that, what are you talking about? Don't know what you're talking about. I had to go back with the reporter, and that reporter reached out to the State Department that there was some information that wasn't quite correct. Again, as I stated before, let's do each other right on this board. Fair is right. Fair is fair. Right is right. Transparent is transparent, even when you're the individual that need to be transparent. Transparent swings both ways like a door. It swings to all of us here. It swings to the employees. It swings to the students, the staff, everybody involved. We are all a part of this game together. And that is all I'm asking, is that it be clarified, because honestly, I am still getting text messages about an October 27th meeting and information. And I'm just saying it just needs to be clearly stated that nothing occurred on the 27th. Where you may have felt that there's been information being withheld, there was no information given to me. The bulk of the time, the superintendent and I have been working on this agenda, working through our strategic plan and other things that the board has been asking for. When we come into those meetings, we discuss where we are in the business of the district and what we need to do next. For instance, the work session that we have on Friday, that we'll probably turn into a board meeting now, because there's some new information that has come to the board that we have to address before the year ends. That's fair. I don't have any reason to hide information from this board. And if you all want to know my every move, I'll be happy to share. I went to Weber. I left there, went to Southeast today. Then I went to Sanders. And I've been working for this district all day long. I've been working in the trenches for this district for the past 9 hours. 9 hours. And I've eaten one time. Collard greens and macaroni and ham. I don't have a problem with sharing what I do, because I have nothing to hide. This is not a secret mission. We don't have hidden agendas here. The agenda is the children, all of them. So I just want to share that. It's done, it's over with. I just ask that we be fair to each other. I'm going to do you the same way that I'm asking you to do me.
Chairman, if I could read this, I think you may have just misunderstood what I posted. It says, first of all, I want to make clear that I was never informed about the existence of the audit or the October 27th report. Yesterday, I learned of this report and its findings along with everyone else. The full board should have received the October 27th report as soon as the superintendent received it. I never said there was a meeting on October 27th.
Keep reading.
I believe that this fact alone provides grounds for terminating the superintendent's contract. And if the chairwoman knew about this and did not inform the entire board, she should resign. I never said there was an October 27th meeting. I said there was an October 27th report that should have been provided to the full board as soon as it was received by the district, not 2 weeks later when the State Department was going to make it public. We should have been told before our November 22nd board meeting.
So to your point, I'm going to practice what I preach. I stand corrected. It was not a meeting on October the 27th. It was a report. But guess what? There wasn't a report on October 27th. So I'm going to correct myself in saying that. So I just want to be clear that I should not have said a meeting. A report was what was stated in the blog. Again, Mr. Lomack, forgive me, I don't read the blog.
It is an October 27th report. It's an October 27th audit report. It's still dated October 27th. The correction was when it was provided to the district. It is an October 27th report. That's the only way to refer to it. That's its title. An October 27th, 2022 audit report of the State Department. What they corrected was not when the audit report was completed. It was when they provided it to the district. But I never said when they provided it to the district because it wasn't clear in their first letter. So it is still and will forever be the October 27th audit report.
Okay.
Playing with words.
And that's it's a play on words. But
So let's move the meeting.
we're
Wait a minute. You just told me that I lied about it and I was making stuff up.
you
It's
did.
still called that.
You
It's
did.
still called the October 27th report. It's never going to change.
But
you acted like I
but
was misstating that.
But
And that's
Mr.
just not
Lomack,
true.
you did misstate it. You did. You
In what
said
way?
that you said that there was a letter or meeting or whatever on the October 27th date. State Department came back and said, unfortunately, the December 6th letter included the wrong date for the audit report. It's my understanding that even the information that they had was drafted. The official letter, and that's when, as you heard these guys present, that information is taken up to somebody higher at the State Department. And after that information was given to them, we received what we got on December the 6th.
Mhm.
December the 6th,
Correct.
not October 27th. I write essays when I was in college, in high school, and every place else, and those were drafts. But the official report is what I submit. So what was submitted became an official letter to this board, this district, on December the 6th of 2022. At this time, guys,
Let's move to the next item.
let's
Madam
move
Chair.
to the next item because this is a long night. We